Nutrition is like how I put them greens on your spine. I kept missing all your calls cause bitch you got the other line. We been doubling them since Maybach when Maybach ain't make the sign. My dog like Oakley, I'm like Jordan, he just do it, I pay the fine. I ain't seen the sun in 7 days like I've been doing time. That's just how I got the back, get built up when I'm on the LED be blinking on my phone and I ain't losing sleep. I told Shorty call your hoes but they can't post when they with me. I don't be in sipping purple rain, we're pushing Lil Key. I be feeling like I'm Michael Jackson when I hit the key. My chain make them face reaction like they gotta sneeze. All of them flashes, splashes, make you think you photos. I be taking cactus to the face.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you guys through an upper body training update. It's been a little bit since I've done an upper body training update, besides like just arms and stuff like that, because it's been a little bit boring to watch my upper body training recently because it's all pretty light. As you guys know, I had a shoulder injury not too long ago and I'm coming out of that rehab process, so I'm making sure not to rush things, because if you rush things shortly after an injury and like coming back, that's a time when people are very susceptible to re-injury, and that is the last thing I want, because I took time off of training upper body, which was not fun, and I definitely don't want to be going back into that again. So taking things slow here, and those first two exercises you saw were push-ups and then also a little core exercise I've been doing. I've been doing those pretty much at the start of every single upper body session, and the reason that those are so great is because they actually require a lot of scapular stabilization, whereas here with this barbell incline bench, really your scapulas are being moved by the weight instead of like having to stabilize in order to get you in a good position for pressing. Like, they don't really have to do a whole lot here, so actually doing some closed kinetic chain movements like the push-up and like that core exercise require a lot more from those stabilizing muscles. So your muscles in your upper back, like your lower, upper, middle traps, serratus anterior, things like that. So those exercises are really great, and those have been a core movement in what I've been doing recently. But here you're seeing me incline bench with 85 pounds. Again, this is why I haven't been showing a lot of my upper body stuff recently, because it all is really light. And you can see here too, this is on like the 4th weight peg, so this is also very light, but this stuff is all pretty challenging for me right now, which is really weird. Chest used to be a strong point for me, and now having chest not be a strong point and being, by far my weakest muscle group, like my back hasn't lost a ton of size and it hasn't lost a whole lot of strength either, at least in comparison to where my chest is at right now. Man, my chest is really weak right now, and the cool thing is though is that I'm able to get some really good stimuluses from doing like no weight and like very low volumes. So I think after this training session here, basically these sessions are all kind of mixed together. I have like 4 sessions or something like that all mixed into today's video. So but I think after this session in these chest flies that you're seeing here, I'm pretty sure I was sore for like 2 days after from doing like super light weights. But as long as I'm like going decently close to failure, here was probably like a good 4 reps in reserve or so. Really not trying to push things super hard. Like if I really wanted to, I could have gone a lot harder than this. But as you can tell, it is dark outside in this clip here. I was going to the gym at like 5 a.m. For the first few weeks of my school semester. And also, this is just like one exercise that I've been doing that has been like really helpful in warming up. This is just banded ATYTs is what I call them, and these work a lot of like the upper, middle, and lower traps, which are very important muscle groups in the upward rotation of the scapula, which is something that I was really lacking on the right side of my body. So that's kind of where I got the shoulder impingement from. So it's because of like those 3 muscle groups, and also my serratus anterior being a weak muscle group. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. I was going to the gym at like 5 a.m. For the first few weeks of school, and I really wanted to do that. Like, that was the only way that I could have done training 6 days per week. And it was honestly really nice to get up like super early and go to the gym, because there's not a lot of people there. I was able to like just really get in the zone, and honestly it was super nice to like just get the gym done right away, because it was always something to like look forward to as soon as I would wake up. But unfortunately, I had to dial things back to 4 days a week and just not go so early in the morning because I wasn't getting enough sleep. And as a college student, it's really important for me to get enough sleep, as you know, sleep is so important in cognitive function and also in immune function and things like that. So for me, I wasn't getting enough sleep and my immune system was definitely not in a good place. I was getting sick, like, man, it felt like every week or something like that. Like I would just have like a day where I just felt like I had a nasty cold or something like that. And then I would get, you know, a good amount of sleep that night and I would feel totally fine the next day. So it was a situation that I had to ameliorate by going ahead and going to 4 days per week. I don't think I've ever trained 4 days per week consistently. Well, actually, I can think back to like when I first started training. I was training like 3 days a week. No, actually, I was doing 4 days still on the Blaha 5x5. It was supposed to be a 3-day per week program, but I love the gym. So instead of like just going 3 days per week, I was just doing the workout every other day to allow for recovery, but still be able to go to the gym a lot. This has been an exercise I've been really enjoying, by the way. This is just super ROM dumbbell laterals. This is a great movement because it does incorporate a lot of the upper traps, which is something that I need to improve. And here we have Atlantis side laterals on this machine, and holy shit, these are amazing. I don't get this good of a pump on any other machine. If you guys have access to this, or you know, any other machine lateral that's similar to this, they're probably great. But the Atlantis one, I think is fantastic, especially if you have like Versa grips. They just attach this machine so well, and you never have to worry about your grip on these, which is just fantastic. But yeah, on all this upper body stuff, I've been lifting really light, but been moving slowly into heavier and heavier weights, which I'm really excited for. Shoulders feeling good, and yeah, the mass has been going good as well. So here we just have some arm training to finish off the video. I definitely want to bring up my arms more for these past few months while I haven't been training chest, shoulders, and back. I've been doing a lot of biceps, and fortunately my biceps did grow a lot. They definitely have paid that prioritization, well, forced prioritization has really paid off. But now I'm really focusing on triceps as well. My biceps are a little bit mad at me, especially my forearms. They're just like kind of you know, running into some issues, so I'm backing off on those a little bit, but really focusing on triceps. But as you can tell, the biceps definitely grew a good amount here. And I'm currently about 190 pounds, so I'm about back up to where I was before prep, so that feels pretty good. Body fat wise, I definitely have gained a good amount of body fat since being on prep, but it's not a huge concern of mine. I am, you know, focused on growing. Like that's what I was missing when I competed last time. It's just the sheer size. So I am going to be really focused on growing for a while going forward, and I am going to be 200 pounds by I think the end of March, or maybe like mid-April or so, and we're gonna see where we can go from there too. I'm really just gonna treat it as my hunger will be the end of wherever I mass to. So if I have like no hunger at some point, that's when I'm gonna stop massing. But for now, I have a lot of hunger still, and I'm gonna keep going. So yeah, that has been the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you guys were able to take something away from this video. If you guys have any questions about how I've been training and stuff like that, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.